Have you ever noticed that your brain can be your best friend and your worst enemy at the same time? Think about it. Your brain tells you, don't do it. What if you fail? What if people laugh at you? What if everything goes wrong? And suddenly, without anything bad actually happening, you decide to stay exactly where you are. That's the strange thing about the human brain. It doesn't always want you to succeed. Sometimes, it simply wants you to stay safe. Thousands of years ago, this helped humans survive. Danger meant death. Taking risks could be fatal. But today, your brain still acts like sending a text message is the same as fighting a tiger. You want to start a business. Your brain says, what if you lose money? Do you want to talk to someone you like? Your brain says, what if they reject you? You want to try something new? Your brain says, what if you fail? At this point, your brain deserves an Oscar because it creates scary movies that never happen. One small problem appears, and suddenly, your mind becomes a Hollywood director. He didn't reply. He must hate me. I made one mistake. My entire future is ruined. Meanwhile, the other person is probably sleeping or charging their phone. Your brain loves negative thoughts, not because it hates you, because it wants to protect you. Psychologists call this the negativity bias. Your brain pays more attention to danger than opportunity. Imagine two comments. 100 people praise you. One person criticizes you. Guess which comment your brain remembers at 2 a.m.? Exactly. That one person. Your brain can also lie about confidence. It says, wait until you feel ready. But most successful people never feel completely ready. They start anyway. Your brain says, wait for the perfect moment. The truth? The perfect moment never arrives. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. Imagine reading books about bicycles for 5 years, watching tutorials, taking notes, studying balance, but never actually sitting on the bicycle. Would you ever learn? Of course not. Action teaches. Thinking prepares. But too much thinking becomes a prison. Another lie your brain tells you is, everyone is watching you. In reality, most people are busy worrying about themselves. You're thinking, did I say something stupid? And the other person is thinking, did I say something stupid? Everybody is fighting their own invisible battles. Your brain also loves comfort. It says, stay in bed. Do it tomorrow. You deserve a break. And somehow, tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. And dreams slowly disappear. The dangerous part is that these lies feel real. Fear feels real. Doubt feels real. Overthinking feels responsible. But feelings are not always facts. Just because your brain says something doesn't mean you have to believe it. Successful people understand this. They hear the fear. They hear the doubts. But they move anyway. Courage isn't having no fear. Courage is acting while fear is talking. The next time your brain says, you can't do it, ask yourself, is this reality or just fear speaking? Because sometimes your brain is trying to protect you, but sometimes it's simply lying to you. And the moment you stop believing every fearful thought, you begin taking control of your life. Your brain is a powerful tool, but remember, you are the driver. Your thoughts are only passengers, and not every passenger deserves to hold the steering wheel. Because the biggest obstacle in life isn't always outside of you. Sometimes, it's the voice inside your own head. And once you learn to question that voice, you become stronger than your fears. Question your thoughts. Take control of your mind. Subscribe to Cold Mindset for more psychology and motivation videos.